you have any good rule of thumbs of when you've practiced something enough for the day? How do you know when it's time to move on? Maybe I'll go through one of your solos or someone's solos, and then there's a particular measure that's just giving me trouble. And maybe it won't come as fast. Say it's like a brilliant 16th note run, or maybe Night in Tunisia, Charlie Parker opening solo.
Sure.
And it's just like, I really want to get this, but maybe it's not realistic. I'll get it today.
Here's what's important. It's being organized when you practice, and understand that taking that very line and practicing it for 5 hours today is not going to really matter. It's better to practice that line for 30 minutes today, 30 minutes tomorrow, 30 minutes the next day, and just make it a focus point like that. But 5 hours today, they ain't gonna make it. If you think of like bodybuilding, I want to get some muscles, and I'm working on that today.
Oh, true.
It ain't gonna matter.
True.
It's just not gonna matter. It has to be today, tomorrow, the next day, incrementally, little bit, and that's how you can do that. So it's the same kind of things like bodybuilding, and you're working on these more complex lines and things. I wrote a bunch of diminished patterns, right? Some I play, some I'm just working on, and but they're like really nice patterns, and you can only take one of them. You got to work it. In my particular case, I have to just work that pattern over and over, a little bit each day, in order to really get it to where I can really manipulate it and play it at will, anywhere, anytime, and be able to do it. It takes time. You can't be in a rush. And like I say, you're not going to build that muscle in one day. That's not how it works.
So when you take like one of those diminished patterns or any pattern, I guess when you're really serious, it's like, okay, I really want to get this pattern in my playing. Is it something that you're really consistent with it every day? Or do you ever go like, okay, I'll just revisit this next week?
No. I recommend you start a journal. And in that journal, you have everything that you're working on. So every time you get ready to practice, you go right to your journal. You open your journal up, and you're organized. Everything that you're practicing is in that journal. And so you I'm working on this. You know that. And you revisit that way. If you don't keep a journal, it's hard to remember. And the next day, you sit down to practice, and next thing you know, you start playing some theme, and then you start going this, and you start doing a fragment of some solo, and it's easy. Kind of equated to like how the internet can be. You can watch a kiddie video, and an hour later you're like, oh my God, I can't believe, what the hell happened. And so get organized in your practice time. And if you get organized in your practice time, you can really make some progress.
Okay, speaking of organizing practice, what to you is like a well-balanced practice routine of the day?
Well, that's different for everybody. And I've had people come up to me, what should I be practicing for how much? I said, well, listen, it's different because we all have different strengths and weaknesses. And some people, had bad times. Some people have horrible sounds. Some people have terrific ears. It's just like I say, you have to look at your strengths and weaknesses, and you want to develop a practice routine that addresses your weaknesses and doesn't keep emphasizing your strengths. And so if you have, horrible ears, you want to develop a lesson plan that continuously challenges you to grow your ears and your ability to hear. If you have a horrible time, you want to do something that emphasizes that. So that's another component that's important, is to really assess yourself, your strengths and your weaknesses. What do I do well? What do I really desperately need to work on? That stuff matters. And once you really are brutally honest with yourself and start addressing your needs, you can make great progress. So a lesson plan for everyone is a little different. And like I say, it depends on your needs.